I have the Korea art. I love art since very young. From the when I start in the primary school, like the kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Always I love drawing. All drawing in my read book, my writing book, and always I drawing. I've been here from since like 2001, and on the July 2001, I've been in the United States. The first night I stay at Lowell. From that 2001 until now, I never moved state. I just I love the Lowell because they look like my country too right now. Like 16 years. And we talk about the Cambodia. They love all the from the past. The artists, they're making something not made by themselves. Because of the idea, they made something, the beautiful piece and cute piece and very nice because they do something for God. Right now, all artists, they sing about living more than do something for God, and they do something for create by own, for personal. They want to explore the idea.
I'm Lisa Hertel, and I've been doing pottery since I was 8, so about 45 years. I haven't necessarily improved that much since I was 8, but some. But it is my full-time job now to be an artist.
And when I came here, I learned more about ceramic because we meet a lot of friends at the University of Howard. A lot of artists are there. They're making clay. A lot from this country have Korean, have Japanese artists, American artists, Mexican artists, and European artists, and share that studio together. I'm lucky I get that skill because the friends come to my school and create the ceramic section in my school since like 1969. Like 3 years before I been to the fine art school. I started learn from 1971 at school.
I've met Professor Yari Livan about 3 years ago. He's enhanced my knowledge on pottery immensely. He showed me how to wood fire a kiln. I fired the kiln with him maybe 5 times.
And we try to exchange. How to making clay. But I mostly ceramic in the world, the same thing. Shape, we talk about shape. Every look like the Indian or American or Europe, or most the same shape, but different from decoration. The decoration, they show up a culture, different culture, because they design. Some people they say, oh, the Cambodia, most like Thailand or most like India, something like that. Similar, but if we learning, they show up different, so different, not the same.
Before I met Yari, I always liked form. I big form out of pieces of wood or rock. He showed me discipline in my techniques with clay work to create the same pattern over and over to make a beautiful piece, but it was discipline and focus, and I learned that from a master who
I think the low community, they're very good because they a lot they support art. The city they create a lot. Right now before nothing the art studio like that. Just at the Brass Gallery, just Brass Gallery only. You know the Brass Gallery nearby the RTC, but right now they have a lot. We try that support from my family and my wife. She love art too. She support me all the time. That they keep me have this good time for to do something is on artwork. You know, support from the community, support from a family. If the family not supported, they hard to do that too. But everything around I live in, they support me all that because they think that my skill, not many people they know how to do. And we have to put the clay in the center. And then we center clay. Before we do something, we have the clay a perfect center, no wobbling. If the clay not center, we can't do anything at all.
Yari Livan was one of only 3 Cambodian master ceramic artists to survive the 1975 Khmer Rouge genocide.
We pull all the messy from the side, the clay pull on the top, close on the top, the center, pull them down and pull them up. And many times the clay they will to the center, they work together, just one piece in the center.
He came to Lowell in 2001 after spending almost 2 decades in refugee camps.
The people, every country, every artist, they do the same way.
Yari had studied ceramics and painting at the Royal University of Fine Arts, focusing on traditional Khmer forms. His skill in constructing wood-burning kilns to fire ceramics led the Khmer Rouge to put him to work to build kilns for manufacturing roofing tiles. It likely saved his life. From a 3-year artist residency at Harvard to teaching traditional and contemporary sculpture in youth programs at Boston's Museum of Fine Arts and ceramics classes in Lowell schools, to his current position as an adjunct professor at Middlesex Community College, Yari has dedicated himself to his art and to passing along his passion and skills to others. His artistry has been recognized by several organizations. In 2002, while teaching at Harvard, he received the Mimi Weissman Award for Study of Ceramics. In 2005, the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities presented him with a National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award. In 2010 and 2012, he received grants from the Massachusetts Cultural Council. In 2015, he was honored for work that embodied cultural strength and diversity by the National Endowment for the Arts when he was named a National Heritage Fellow. The fellowship included an award of $25,000. Yari works on his projects at a studio at Western Avenue and at an outdoor wood fire kiln he built on Aiken Street with the help of one of the other master ceramic artists, a childhood friend who also survived the genocide. The kiln is built on space provided by Lowell's National Historical Park in partnership with Middlesex Community College. The public is welcome to watch him work at the kiln as he employs the techniques of creating traditional Cambodian-style ceramics with its intricate designs. He sometimes spends 36 to 40 hours straight at the kiln. He once told an interviewer, "The best time for me is time I sit on the wheel. It's good meditation when I sit on the wheel. I bring my idea and put it in the clay. I put it to life."
That's it. And then we let them overnight, coming back tomorrow and trimming and carving down. This is electric kiln. There's a little bit high technology. We can set up how many degrees you need it. They set up on a computer head here and let them run by themselves, and when they up to the temperature they needed, they shut down by themselves. And the whole process around from the messy clay until they finish the product on the finished glaze on the table over there. And we spend like 1 month or month and a half. Yeah, the special they make very traditional. They make from ash, from the raw material a little bit, but mostly ash and clay. But low firing clay they make together and become to look like that. That's more traditional.
When I was 15 years old, I liked clay work for just 2-3 years. And then I left the field, but I was always putting things together with wood or rock. And someday I knew I'd come back to ceramics. I came back to ceramics at probably 57 years old.
And some clay we firing 3 times. Look like this one, we firing 3 times. One for base, and one for the wood burning kiln, and one for the gold. The glaze, the effect from the chemical and from the chemistry and from heat, from the trough environment inside the kiln, the space inside the kiln, they create by themselves, you know. This clear clay here is a white stoneware, but sometimes I'm mix with the brown stoneware and mix together. All the clay I love mix them together.
What he's creating then with flame and smoke is some color that is unpredictable, and he creates new color every time he fires with the kiln.
So some of the things I've learned from Yari is not necessarily technique, but like how to run the kiln. I've done some raku firing, which is another method, but usually you use a gas or electric kiln. You get stuff up to temperature, so the glaze is shiny and melting, and then you put it in a trash can full of combustibles, which we unfortunately can't do here in Lowell.
This is lion, the Khmer lion. This is very hard to make it. There's a lot of process. The first thing I made from clay, I sculpt by clay, and to finish that I made a rubber mold. And when I finish the rubber mold, look like I show you, and then I cast the plaster in. After I finish plaster, I create the plaster. I made another plaster over the light plaster, and then we get the mold and we make the slab and press on the mold and cast them out and put them back together and sculpt one more time. A lot of process. Today is a fighting day, and we making a pot like for fill up the kiln. after we glaze it, we have to loading. The loading day, we have to spend at least 1 day before we fighting. We spend for the loading 1 day, and then we close the door and we start fighting, and we use like 12 hours to 14 hours. And then all the fighting, this time the very good fighting. We will never smooth look like that, and all the temperature even inside, all cold element down. The cold element, I mean like 2,350 Fahrenheit, and very high heat. And but this kiln, we have to become to the smokeless. We need the kiln designed for the smokeless, and produce heat very good. The heat very good, and then we need the dry wood. The wood very dry. The wood have to dry at least 1.5 years to 2 years for dry. When the wood is still green, they still have water inside. When we fighting slow, and we use a lot of wood and smoke too. If the wood dry and we chop a small piece, and all the students every fighting, but this is special. Today is a special fighting for the special guests, for the American embassy Cambodia come to visit. Therefore, I never fighting on a weekday. At this time is special, but they're very good, and we spend like 10 hours. We spend like 10 hours, not till 12 hours, and we use more wood than every time before. Right, John?
Yes.
Yeah. And the wood, we require any wood, but not the wood that have painting on it. Because you know why? The painting, they have a chemical, have the poison. When we burn that, make the environment is not good. They're not fighting the wood, but the natural wood like this, any wood, we can fighting that. But this dry. And we work hard, but this was my career. We like it, we love it. If I tired, there's still more energy to finish that. Keep going until we're done. Yeah, but I'm so proud and so exciting, and I appreciate all my students and all artists around the community come to help each time when I fighting, because they want to learn, because they love clay, they love flaming. That I call the flame is the art of flame too, because we produce flame to more very high heat. That is artwork too. That is art. They call the art flaming. The temperature that we need, that we have to let them burn off all the thing a little bit, look like we look like hold on a little bit for the glaze more smooth, and all some mess from ash stick on that, the ash that will melt down too. That the thing, and then we seal them back and close. Then leave it like 3 days for cool down, and after 3 days we have to, from here maybe we unload on Saturday morning, and all the potter, the exciting day is to open the kiln. Because we make it as a long time, a long process from the beginning until the finished firing, at least 1 month, a little bit longer. We hard to wait to see the piece, how they come out from the kiln, you know. Sometimes you go, wow, that is unbelievable. That piece is a gift from the kiln. And sometimes look beautiful, but the crack or broken or fell down, a little bit sad. That is okay, that is normal. Because if we're fighting with the clay, we work with the clay, never ever get the 100% perfect. If we get like 75% good, that's the best. Because the clay, we hard to control that, you know, hard to control, keep them good. Now you have no crack, there's no way, no way. What happened by natural, we don't know that. What that, we keep that, we selection for display, for show the public. And some piece, the special one, we don't want to show public yet and keep them home. And it's a good time, we have to put on the show. Because we can show that. And because if we're making artwork, the artists, they want to create love to the people. Not just love by myself. I made something for everyone that can love it. When everybody love too, I so happy. Oh, then my piece, a lot of people love it. That we need that, you know. We don't need to do something, do that and make everyone not happy, unhappy, angry. I don't want to do that way. You know, I want to do something for everybody smiling. And 3 days, I think it's too fast because we need to see that, you know. If we commercial, if we have to make look like a lot of work inside here for commercial, for business, we have to be careful. If something what happened, the crack, you lose a lot of money. We spend a lot of time, you know. But this one for artwork, that's okay. And if the business, they close the very, very completely seal, they close until like some kiln of 1 month or 2 months for cool down. And some people, they're making glass, they let them cool down, be careful than this one, the glass. Some people, they make the glass, own glass for their something. They let them cool down like 2 weeks. 2 weeks cool down. Very, very completely nothing hit and open. That this one, they clay is okay, but it's not seal, not completely sealed because I've never sealed this one because it's still open. You see that? But just close that. Not the air, not the cold air goes through right because this goes through to the fireball, not go through. Everything, every piece look like the gold or the metal or something like that. They gone. Someday they gone. But the clay they not change it. They not affect with how long, the temperature, cold or hot. The clay, the ceramic stuff,
No, my
They have a light look like a human because they have 5 elements look like the human. The human have the 5 elements too. They have a dirt, we have heat, we have water, we have air, and we have environment and the space. We have space, look like the human. But the ceramic clay, they have no brain, no sense.
Yes.
And we have to put the artist, they put their own idea, their own brain, own heart to the clay for they have a more value. They
So
have a
he'll
life.
open it on Saturday. Usually
Some
it
piece
takes
they
a
can
couple of
talk
days
with you.
school, but he's busy on it.
Why they talk with you? Someone they come to see my piece that and look at and smiling, look like connecting together. They understand each other.
As I was saying before, I met Yari 3 years ago. It was my start back into clay, and it's just the beginning. I hope to work with clay for the rest of my life, and I hope to know Yari for many more years because he's been an inspiration to my artwork, which I never would have developed on my own. And I owe it to Professor Yari.
All right, so I work at Western Avenue with Yari. I have my own studio there. There's about 5 or 6 potters. One of them was here earlier. A couple of us have stuff in the kiln. I have a couple of pieces. And I have my own studio. I also do pottery otherwise, and I also do like painting and stuff. But we all admire Yari. We know that he's a world-class potter, compared to the rest of us. So it's fun to work with him and learn from him.
I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best or top artist, the best. But how much I have, I love share to somebody else. That's all,